This isn't just another rumor. This isn't clickbait. This is the real deal. Eberechi Eze is on his way to Arsenal, and today we're going to break down exactly what that means for the team, the squad dynamics, and the future of this football club. For me personally, this episode is particularly special. I've been waiting to do a show like this for what feels like forever because Eze has long been my absolute favorite player outside of Arsenal. To imagine him stepping onto the Emirates pitch, wearing the iconic number 10 shirt, is nothing short of a dream. I've followed his progress from his days in the championship all the way to the present, and my admiration has only grown stronger with time. His development, his mentality, his resilience, I've studied it all very closely, so I feel confident in speaking about the qualities he brings, both as a footballer and as a professional. When I talk about what Eze can offer, it's not guesswork. It's based on years of watching him closely. How he handled life at Crystal Palace under different managers like Oliver Glasner and Roy Hodgson, how he carried himself while representing England, and the steady growth he has shown season after season. It's clear that he is more than ready for this step up. This is a player who helped Palace secure their first ever major trophy and followed it with a Community Shield victory. These are achievements that show his winning mentality. Truthfully, he's been ready for a move like this for some time, and I was extremely disappointed when Arsenal didn't sign him last year. It even looked at one point as though he would end up at Tottenham, which would have been painful to watch, and there were fears that Arsenal had missed their chance. But in dramatic fashion, Arsenal swooped in at the very last moment and snatched him away from Spurs' grasp. Now, it seems almost certain that Eze will soon be wearing the red and white of Arsenal, and that's something that excites me enormously. So the key questions are: what will Eze actually offer this Arsenal team? Where does he fit into Mikel Arteta's system? And why is he such a special talent? To answer that, we need to look back at his performances last season. If you examine his heat map, you'll notice heavy activity on the left-hand side of the pitch, which reflects his comfort in receiving the ball near the touchline before driving centrally. In those areas, especially around the Palace defensive third up to the attacking third, he thrives on carrying the ball forward, shifting from wide to central zones. His most dangerous contributions, however, come closer to the penalty box where space tightens and defensive pressure increases. That's where Eze's intelligence shines. His timing of runs from out to in, his technical ability to weave past defenders, and his efficiency in transitions all make him a nightmare for opponents. Statistically, he backs this up. Last season he played 34 games, starting 31 of them, and averaged around 76 minutes per appearance, totaling over 2,600 minutes. He was named in the Premier League Team of the Week twice, but the truth is, if he plays for Arsenal, with better teammates and a more attack-minded system, he could make that team almost every week. His numbers in terms of goal involvement were outstanding. 24 across all competitions, despite not playing European football, which makes it even more impressive when compared to players with higher minute counts. Most of his assists and chances created came from central positions, often during transitions, but what makes him dangerous is his ability to also unlock low defensive blocks, something Arsenal often struggle with. When Palace attacked, Eze was always at the heart of it. Out of over 140 attacking sequences that led to shots, he was involved in the majority, either by creating chances, carrying the ball forward, or finishing the move himself. That kind of responsibility has shaped him into a player with the mindset of a leader, someone his team looks to in difficult moments. Arsenal already have leaders in attack: Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, but adding someone like Eze, who has been carrying an entire team for years, raises the overall mentality of the squad. Interestingly, when Michael Olise left Palace, Eze stepped up even more, showing that he could be the main man when the burden of responsibility was entirely on him. Looking at his goal output, Eze scored 7 league goals last season but underperformed his expected goals by 3, which suggests he had chances that he didn't quite finish. While that might sound like a weakness, it's actually an area of growth because he consistently creates those opportunities for himself. With Arsenal's style, more possession, more control, and higher quality chances, there's every reason to believe that those numbers will align more closely with his XG and potentially even surpass it. Another factor is his ability to shoot from range and his threat on set pieces. Arsenal have lacked a consistent free kick taker since the days of prime Mesut Ozil or even further back, and although Declan Rice has stepped up recently, Eze is someone with proven ability from dead ball situations. That adds another weapon to Arsenal's arsenal, so to speak. Beyond the numbers, what really excites me about Eze is his playing style. He's a ball carrier of the highest order, someone who can glide past defenders with his head up, always aware of his teammates' movement. He's composed, creative, and daring, unafraid to take risks, which is exactly what Arsenal sometimes need against stubborn defenses. He can slot in as a left winger, a left-sided number 8, or even play centrally in a more advanced role depending on the situation. His versatility makes him invaluable, as he can complement players like Martinelli, Odegaard, and Saka while also giving Arteta the flexibility to rotate his squad effectively. One of the things I admire most about Eze is his mentality. This is a player who was released by Arsenal as a youngster, rejected by several clubs, before working his way up through QPR and earning his move to Palace. He then suffered a devastating Achilles injury right after his first England call-up, a setback that could have derailed his career. Instead, he fought his way back, regained form, and has since gone on to prove himself as one of the most exciting attacking talents in the Premier League. That resilience, that hunger to prove himself, is exactly the type of mentality Arsenal need as they chase titles. For Mikel Arteta, this signing represents more than just a new player. It's the arrival of someone who embodies the blend of technical quality, work ethic, and tactical intelligence that he demands. Wenger would have adored Eze for his flair and creativity, and Arteta will value him just as much for his discipline, pressing, and willingness to track back. In a team that is evolving to be more dangerous in transitions, more unpredictable in attack, and more ruthless in finishing, Eze fits like a glove. He's not just a luxury player. He's someone who will graft, who will protect his fullback, who will press aggressively, and at the same time, provide moments of magic that can turn tight games into victories. To sum it up, Eberechi Eze to Arsenal feels like a homecoming story. He started here as a boy, was let go, carved out his path elsewhere, overcame serious challenges, and now returns as a mature, battle-tested, and immensely talented footballer ready to help Arsenal take that next step. For me, this transfer is not just exciting.